everybody, and welcome back to Universe Sandbox 2. And today, we're gonna make things explode. We're gonna make Mercury explode. We're gonna make Mercury explode. There we go. We're gonna make Venus explode. We're gonna make Earth explode. Boom. And most importantly, we're gonna make the sun explode. Is it doing its thing? Oh, I think it's doing its thing. There we go. What if we just like contain it right there? That's just gonna be our sun. We're just gonna have a supernova as our sun. It's just gonna be contained, and we're just gonna have a much more rainbowy looking sun. But we're not just gonna make planets explode. We're gonna make planets explode in unison. All right, begin. Let's begin. It just disappeared like that, really? You're not gonna give me anything to work with. Let's have like a binary system of Saturn and Jupiter. So they're both orbiting each other. I wanna give Saturn rings. Add ring to Saturn, there we go. So Saturn has Saturn's rings. That makes complete sense. And then we were going to make planets orbit Saturn and Jupiter. Uranus very close to Saturn. Then we get Neptune very close to Jupiter. We got Uranus feeding on the rings of Saturn, and I think that's okay. Please don't tear apart Neptune. Okay, it might be okay, although Uranus seems to be getting casted out from Saturn. I need to figure out how to get everyone. I need the entire solar system to be happy, all in some dance. How can we do this? What if we had Earth way out here orbiting the other what are called barycenters, if that's how you correctly say it. Barycenter, it's just the center of, like a barycenter is just the center of mass, technically between two planetary bodies orbiting each other, like in a binary orbit. And technically, anything orbiting around that system will be orbiting around the center of that object. There'll probably be some fluctuations just based on like whether or not the two bodies are getting closer or further apart. Which will cause weird changes in the orbit. That way I can like make a planet just like orbit around technically both of these if it's constant. And then what if I get Earth orbiting a little bit further out from Saturn right here? And then what if I get Mars orbiting Earth, preferably not the Roche limit? Come on, Earth, you shouldn't be heating up. Now you just got the bees attacking Mars. But now we just have Uranus just cast it out for some reason. Is it gonna come back? As long as Uranus stays within the system, I'll be okay. Maybe it'll be okay. Oh, I guess Uranus is just in some kind of weird elliptical orbit. That's okay, but Earth and Mars got casted out for some reason, so goodbye. Uranus is just like on some free trajectory. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna go hang out with Saturn now. To my surprise, Uranus is actually coming back. And after about a year, Uranus crashes into Saturn. Gotta love how everything ends up working out with gravity. All right, and Neptune. What happened to Neptune here? Neptune has been reduced to a pebble, a solid object. Or what if we just have Saturn orbiting Jupiter just to see the effects of that first? Because I'm curious to see what happens to the rings of Saturn. Whoa. Oh, then they're gonna get, just a little bit's gonna get sucked around Jupiter. It's like Jupiter is slowly spaghettifying Saturn's rings. I don't know why I said I was gonna make planets explode. Now I'm not making planets explode. Now I'm just making planets dance because it's beautiful. Okay, so we'll have Mars orbiting the big planets kind of close by. I'll even get Earth. I'll get Earth orbiting Saturn. So we got Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn all within one system with each other. Without the sun, can we get even more? Oh boy. And we lost Earth. Okay, so we'll start with Jupiter. And then let's ignore Saturn for now. Let's just start the way things have always been for billions of years. We will have Mercury, then we'll have Venus, then we'll have Earth, then we'll have Mars orbiting Jupiter. Okay, so that takes care of all the terrestrial planets. Then we got to deal with Saturn. And Saturn, what if we place Saturn a little further apart? And that's how we'll go about this. We'll have a very far out binary system. And now I'll have the remaining gas giants orbiting Saturn. But what's going to end up happening here? I don't know the masses of all the gas giants, but is the mass of Jupiter alone greater than all the other gas giants combined? Not really sure. So let's see what happens. So is that all 8 planets right here? But see, everything seems to be relatively stable over here, so it's like we created a binary system of the two biggest gas giants in the solar system in a binary orbit. And then, oh god, this is going to tell a tale as if we have both of these planets on the same side. But Neptune is getting heated up by Saturn, which means it's probably not going to survive soon. Saturn's getting heated up by Neptune. Uranus is just being Uranus. And this lasts forever. Is this going to be forever? Do those orbits get perturbed at all in any way? It seems like these are actually surviving somehow. Although I don't know if Saturn is staying in the system. I think Saturn is actually leaving. It's like Neptune is like serving as some kind of propellant for for Saturn. Yep. Saturn's just gonna leave. It's like, you know, screw this. I'll have Saturn at this distance right here. That way it's orbiting much closer, and it'll probably end up affecting all of these planets' orbits a lot more since it's a lot closer. Will this be able to survive? All the planets without the sun, or are they making a trade? They appear to be making a trade. Saturn was unhappy with Neptune, and now Neptune is on Team Jupiter. Although now Neptune seems to just be independent. Neptune is the great mercenary of the system. Neptune can't pick a side, but we have not lost a single planet yet. Uranus is still kind of flip-flopping around. Come on, Neptune, come back, make your choice. Who are you going to crash into? Oh, Mars almost hit Venus. Oh, Jesus, they're having close encounters. Okay, now this place is like going into complete chaos. Now we got Neptune caught wreaking havoc, going to affect all their orbits. Neptune's going to crash into, it looks like Saturn, and boom. Oh my god, and they completely threw off Saturn's orbit. Now Saturn's going to end up in free fall with Jupiter. That just completely negated the velocity of Saturn, and I think Uranus just went into Jupiter. Saturn's going to go into Jupiter. That made the whole system explode. It's like I'm shoutcasting. I know, I'm shoutcasting the universe. If the universe was an esport, I'm the first one to call. If you need a shoutcaster and you want to cause major damage to the universe, I'm the one to commentate the apocalypse. What if Pluto could handle a Pluto of Plutos? How many Plutos could Pluto handle itself? This is what I'm going to put Pluto in an existential crisis. I just want to see how many Plutos can orbit Pluto. So we will have a binary Pluto system right here, very fancy stuff, and then we will have a third Pluto orbiting out here, and then we will have a fourth Pluto orbiting out here, and then we will have a fifth Pluto orbiting out here, and then we will have a sixth Pluto orbiting this Pluto, seventh Pluto orbiting this Pluto, eighth Pluto orbiting this Pluto. Okay, we have many Plutos. Have I said Pluto too much? Let's observe what happens when Plutos orbit Plutos orbiting Plutos. Well, so far they're just kind of all slithering through the solar system, or just through space. Not technically the solar system. These ones have just decided to break up immediately. You're like, you know what, this isn't going to work out. These two seem like they're in a happy marriage. These two are in a very non-shaky marriage. These two are like in a marriage that's kind of distant from each other. Like they're still married, but I don't think they like each other anymore. But they're choosing to stay with each other for the sake of the kids. Oh wait, no, actually these two over here, they're recognizing that they had differences, but they're willing to give it a try. I feel like there should be some kind of like orbiting going on, but they all just became independent of each other. Or maybe like it showed the circular orbit thing, and maybe they just were not close enough to each other because Pluto has such low mass that they're really not influencing each other. Pluto orbiting Pluto, Pluto orbiting Pluto orbiting Pluto, and they're just gonna be like, see ya, we don't care. Well, what if I try to entice them and make them come back? It's like, look at this, look at all of this mass in this direction that should be pulling you two closer together because you are lower in mass. There we go, we got an even bigger Pluto. Did you see that? Then maybe if the laws of physics are correct, then we have just discovered a new form of rocket propulsion that seems to be independent of gravitational pulls. Just get two bodies orbiting each other in a binary orbit, and they will propel each other in that direction. Probably not physically accurate, but if it is, we just made an astounding discovery. I am going to get a black hole that's the mass of 100 suns, and then I will have the sun orbiting it. Jesus Christ. This black hole, the mass of 100 suns, is still like a pinpoint compared to this star. Okay, so that'll create a much more circular orbit. And now we created an accretion disk for the black hole. Now the black hole is unfortunately on the move. Actually, wait. The sun is recombining itself. Slow down, slow down. The sun is recombining itself, or it tears itself apart and then recombines itself again. Is that like actually spaghettification, or is it actually getting torn apart? Anyways, this seems like a pretty stable system. Now I want to see what it looks like when the sun is getting torn apart and then we have the Earth orbiting this system. It seems like it's a common theme for this episode is to have binary planets or whatever orbiting binary systems. I don't know why I'm fixated on that for this episode, but I want to see like what this would look like in the sky. If the Earth can even orbit this at all. It seems like, actually, Earth is pretty habitable at this point. The climate, 15 degrees Celsius at this distance. Did I actually eyeball that distance correctly? Okay, well, there's the sun. Unfortunately, it's on the side of the Milky Way. And now the sun is moving around a black hole. It's totally fizzling out. What's going on here? What's going on with the sun? The sun has just turned into a fragment. Are you kidding me? We lost the sun. We'll add the sun again. Hopefully that this fragment from the sun doesn't collide into our sun and it'll go supernova, but we have a lot going on here. The Earth is orbiting a black hole, the mass of 100 times the sun. And now we just have somewhat of an accretion disk being formed from a black hole. And I want to see what this looks like from the surface of the Earth. I wish this was Space Engine though, that way you can see this through the atmosphere. But okay, so that's what it kind of looks like. It just looks like a line. Are we gonna get any closer? It looks like it's spreading out. I don't know if the Earth is getting closer or that's just getting wider. Kind of looks like we're getting closer. I don't like this ride. Oh, I see what was going on. I was like, why is the line getting bigger? It's because... Okay, now that's cool. So I guess from the fragment of the sun has effectively converted itself into a gas giant. We have the sun, now a planet. It's the mass of 8 Jupiters. And it's getting... And I think what's going on is that it became such a small object that now we have the second sun that we placed. It's so close to the second sun. For some reason, it's in a stable orbit. I don't know if it's just following that closely because the orbits are so close, or if it's actually orbiting the sun somehow in unison with this orbit. I don't know how to put those words together. But anyways, this is exhausting away. These two are staying perfectly still, and it's resulting in all of the crap, the hydrogen, the gas from our now sun gas giant. It's just expelling out into space. And that's cool. So now Earth is soon going to get pelted by this, and I want to know what's going to happen as soon as Earth gets pelted by the crap. And the orbits are perfectly aligned, so they are going to make contact. Maybe. Now we have this solar storm hitting the Earth. Is it going to heat up? Hit the Earth. I want the Earth to get hit. Please. Alright, any change? It's getting colder, actually. Nothing's happening. We created a machine that expels gas in an attempt to burn the Earth. It's not working though. What if I make Earth closer? Oh! That's the first time I've actually been startled by something in this game. I'm like, oh god, the sun just exploded. Okay, Pluto, explode. Venus is gonna watch. Venus is gonna suck up your dead body. And that is how I will conclude this video. Also, Venus, die. That's so satisfying. Die! Die! You will die! You will die! You get to live, but you get to die. It's like a little marble. Look at that. It's like extreme lensing right here. I think this is because it's just gotten so dense that it's just warping space that much, and it's just that much more extreme. It's like we just created a black hole eclipse with the Earth right here. I think that's the Earth. Or that, or it's Mars.